Hello everybody, my name is Marina Lopez and welcome to More Core Coaching, and I'm going to be talking on this channel about living your healthiest life through nutrition, exercise, products, lifestyle, and mindset. And I'm really excited about today's topic. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite low-tox hygienic products that are going to support your endocrine system and not harm it. And I became really passionate about this because I was diagnosed with PCOS and hypothalamic amenorrhea, which basically means that I lost my period and I felt really confused on this journey. I started with nutrition and then eventually started to take a deeper dive into what it means to truly be healthy. And this is where I discovered that a lot of our day-to-day products have hidden chemicals in them that are causing havoc on our bodies. So I'm here to share with you my favorite products, and I hope that you enjoy them as much as I do. I have felt a massive difference in my body when I swapped out my toxic products and replaced them with these ones. So to start off, we all are using deodorant, and I'm a fitness instructor, so I definitely do wear it, but my favorite one that I've been using, this is from Tom's. It's a natural deodorant. It's free of aluminum. This is something you really want to make sure when you're shopping for your deodorant that we do not have aluminum in our deodorants. It's also free of paraben, and it does have a scent. It's rosemary lavender, although there are minimal ingredients, and you're able to check that out on the back. Something that I would recommend when you're shopping for your products to use the Yuka app. It is Y-U-K-A, and you can find that in the App Store. And it's going to give you ratings based on the product. You scan the barcode, and if it's not a great rating, it will also show you some suggestions on which ones to buy instead. So I would highly recommend that. And now for toothpaste. So I do have a few in here. I do like the all-in-one toothpaste. This is from Dr. Bronner's brand. This did scan good on the app. One that I've been using more frequently though is a fluoride-free toothpaste. This is just the travel size because we've been traveling. I love this one. I've had no problems. I've never had a cavity in my life and I love it. It's great. So we did toothpaste, we had deodorant, showering. I like to use fragrance-free shampoo and conditioner. So this is actually just a body wash that's fragrance-free, but I got this at Whole Foods and I have a conditioner here as well. This is the shampoo bottle and they're pretty big, fairly well priced. But yes, you want to look for fragrance-free when possible. Or if you are going to use a fragrance, I would recommend finding something that is an essential oil based. Another product I love, this is for the bath if you do a bath. It's great for recovery. This is Epsom salt and the fragrance is from essential oils and it's from lavender, so it's very soothing. It's going to help with your muscle recovery and just promote relaxation. So that's great. I don't use it every day, but it's more of like a treat. That's awesome. If for face masks, I do really like this face mask. This is an Indian healing clay face mask. And it's 100% natural calcium. I do like using this. I don't use it all the time. When I do, I feel like I get a good exfoliation from it. And this one I would recommend. Don't buy the little ones that are just like in Sephora that are like, they smell pretty. They're gonna cause havoc on your skin. Trust me on this. Stick to the natural stuff. And then for, my hair. I use this after I shower. This is 100% pure argan oil. I actually use this for frizz control as well as a heat protectant if I'm blow drying my hair. I don't use heat on my hair often, but when I do, I make sure to put a little bit of this on there. And I also just think that it gives some shine back to my hair. I highly recommend, and you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. What else is in the basket? Oh, for teeth whitening, because we all want pretty white teeth. You're gonna look a little bit crazy when you use this, but I have an activated coconut charcoal powder. Highly recommend this. I have seen a huge difference in my teeth. You just need a little bit of powder and you brush it on and then you rinse it out, and there are not many ingredients in this, and I genuinely do see a difference when I use it. So this is something you can try out if you want to have a little bit of a brighter smile. Oh, okay. So dry brushing. Honestly, I hopped on this trend a little bit late, but I do love it. I have to say, do this in the morning or before a shower, and it's supposed to help lymphatic drainage. So if you have any inflammation, it's supposed to help clear that out. It's also really good for blood circulation. So when I brush towards my heart, and then I'll take a shower, I'll put some lotion on top, but these are great, and I should be a little bit more consistent with it in the evening as well, but I do really enjoy this, and it's a great exfoliator, so definitely just keep it in your hygiene basket. Something similar, this is just for when I wash my face, just kind of rub it on. This isn't really like a hygiene health product, although I do have to say, since I started using it, I feel like my acne has gone away significantly, so these are great. Just make sure you clean it off and use a gentle non-fragrance face soap, but I do love that. And for body soap, I have a goat milk jojoba fragrance-free artisan soap. Typically when I buy soaps, I love to go to farmers markets with my boyfriend, and we like to go around and see all the different soaps and smell the different essential oils. But this one is just a fragrance-free. This is kind of the most common one that we typically keep in our house. Jojoba oil is amazing for your skin, and we always just have a little bit of jojoba oil to rub on our skin as well for feeling a little bit dry. Same thing with castor oil. I'll show you my favorite one. Okay. Now that I have all my products in front of me, I'm always like, I'm not a high maintenance girly, and then I see all this and I'm like, okay, maybe I am. But so for my favorite, this has to be my favorite product in the basket. You need to get this organic cold pressed castor oil and make sure it's in a dark bottle. This has been so life-changing for me. I use this every single day. There's multiple ways to use it. I would recommend using a cold pack if you're feeling inflammation or bloating, or ladies, if you get a cycle and have cramps, put a little bit on your abdomen, put a cold pack on top. You can also use some light heat if that feels good, but this helps with gut inflammation. It's also incredible for your skin. So what I do for my face care, I'll be using beef tallow with a little bit of cold pressed castor oil, mix that together, and I use that on my skin in the morning after I wash my face, same in the evening. I use this every single day. I also use it on my skin as well. I do not have my tallow in a nice mason jar right now. We've been traveling, but what we do, we have the beef tallow, mix it with the cold pressed castor oil, and it is the best moisturizer I've ever used in my life. Some people like to add a little bit of frankincense or jojoba oil. I've used both, but typically I just stick with the beef tallow and cold pressed castor oil. It will change your life, trust me. Another natural lotion that I absolutely love is a raw cacao butter. You can also mix this with some coconut oil. I've been using that for some time as well. It's a little bit more shiny, so I like to keep that on my body rather than my face, but it smells delicious and it's very rejuvenating. And then I just have my coconut oil here as well. I like to make these at home. I found a lot of these remedies from going to farmers markets, talking to other people who make them, and I've just found a lot of success when using these products. Same thing with olive oil bombs as well. Very similar process. Where you take the olive oil, you can mix it with some coconut oil, some beeswax. There are so many different ways to help nourish your body with natural ingredients. These are just some of the things that I use on my day-to-day life. And then same thing with the jojoba oil. You can mix this in with your tallow if you choose. All right, so now that we have that stuff out of the way, this is my favorite face elixir. I actually just got this in Rincon, Puerto Rico. So what's in it is organic jojoba oil. She shows up everywhere. There is organic chamomile oil, ylang oil, some organic frankincense, and lavender oil. This is amazing. I use just a few drops of this in the morning and at night, and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna start making this at home as well, but this is what it looks like, and I can drop her Instagram down below, but I absolutely love this product. And then some other things that I have in here. Oh, actually, this is the fluoride-free toothpaste in the full size. I do have a big bottle. And this is just a little basil essential oil that I like to use for my hair and scalp. You can also use it on your lips as well. I don't use this every single day, but in the winter time, I do like to throw it into my routine. So I have that. And you have to have a good lip balm. So this one's my favorite. This is a ginger orange, and it has avocado oil with some hemp seed oil, beeswax, shea butter, and some essential oils. Super simple. I do absolutely love this product. And then this is a flosser, but it's made with beeswax. Most flossing tools are made with plastic, and if this is something that I'm going to be using every single day, especially close proximity to my mouth, I want to make sure it's not plastic. So same with my toothbrush. I try to avoid plastic as much as possible, and this one's just beeswax. I have one more thing. I love gua shas. I also have an electric one. But these are great, and it just helps stimulate some blood flow. I've seen a difference in my face, but basically for products, these are all things that I use on a day-to-day basis, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I would love to be able to answer them. And if you're interested in more videos like this, make sure to let me know and subscribe. I would love to make one where I talk about my beauty care, providing some healthy makeup, as well as some like lymphatic drainage routines. So just let me know what you'd like to see, and thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful, and I will see you next time. Bye, thanks for watching. I totally realized that I stopped recording before I even talked about these products, and I have to show you them. So I have a reef safe sunscreen. This is amazing. I did not burn when I used this product. I also bought this in Rincon, Puerto Rico. The ingredients in here is hemp seed oil, shea butter, organic raspberry seed oil, some non-nano zinc oxide powder, beeswax, lavender, and rosewood. This is from Moonflower. This brand is incredible, and I highly recommend using this. I also bought one that is a face stick, same ingredients, but it just applies a little bit easier to your face. This you just rub on. But I love this sunscreen. You have to be super careful when buying store-bought sunscreen. There's often many toxic chemicals in there, and you want to be super careful. So that is something that I wanted to include into this video. I also use this Wild Yam Hormone Balancing Cream. You only need a little bit, and you put it on your wrist and your abdomen. And I think this has been helpful on my hormone journey, so that's something I wanted to throw in there. And then similar to the cocoa butter, this is a body butter that I actually bought in Sayulita, Mexico. It smells incredible. And the only ingredients are cacao powder, and the only ingredients are cacao butter, avocado oil, coconut oil, and beeswax. If you're ever in Mexico, Sayulita, Mexico, which is on the West Coast, you need to go into Mexico Latte. First of all, you need to get something to drink or eat there. But this is called the Flor de Cacao, and oh my gosh, I bought this at a farmer's market that was selling their products, and I absolutely love this lotion, so I highly recommend. They are just a great brand in general. But yeah, I love this, and you can make this at home as well too. But those, oh, and another one, I actually have seashells in this right now, so that's why it's making that sound. Another sun protector product that I do really like as well is this one. And I got this at another farmer's market. I will let you read the back, although I do really recommend looking for a zinc oxide, but this applies super easy. And if you're spending just a couple of hours in the sun, this one works absolutely amazing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.